Welcome to Social Town. In this video, we are going to learn about 10 ways to overcome social anxiety. Social phobia, or social anxiety as it's known, is an anxiety disorder that occurs in social situations that involve interaction. The source of the disorder is the fear of being negatively evaluated and humiliated by other people. Social anxiety is a common disorder in society. It causes anxiety and fear in many areas of life and affects the quality of life. We can split social phobia into two primary groups. The first is the slight type of social anxiety seen in some special situations, such as speaking in front of the community, meeting someone high in position, while the other is the type of severe anxiety that shows itself in almost every social interaction. For someone with a social phobia, there may be intense anxiety, even in interactions within daily life, such as shopping for groceries, asking someone for a way, greeting with security in your workplace. Please consider subscribing to our channel to encourage us to create more videos. In this video, we will examine 10 ways to help you overcome social anxiety. Number 1. Use your friend to control anxiety. Let's say you were invited to dinner. Try to convince a trusted friend to come with you to dinner. So where you're going, your friend will help you control your anxiety. It'll even convince you not to stay at home when you think about going to the event because of your increased stress as the event time approaches. Your friend should be more social than you. It's one of those things that does not reflect a reality that two people with social phobias will do something at events with crowded groups. Number 2. Make yourself a plan B. Let's say you're invited to an event again. No matter what your anxiety becomes, you have to decide. Whenever you want, that's when you go to that invitation. Before attending the event, promise yourself, if I want to, if I do not enjoy, I will stay at the event for a top of 45 minutes. That kind of talk will help you relax. You can leave your environment at a moment when you think things are getting worse. If you can't control yourself at the moment, you have an anxiety attack, you give anxiety a more say. Therefore, it will be much more useful to have a plan B at the ready instead of running away. Number 3. No one knows how you feel. One of the biggest games that social anxiety does is that you think people around you understand how you feel, that you're in a constant state of panic. People around you don't know or understand how you feel. Don't be afraid. No matter how bad you feel, you're the only one who knows. For this, try not to let it out, even if there are storms in you. Keep your movements calm. In these situations, everyone seems to watch you, but of course, it's not what you think. Number 4. Do not fall into unrealistic expectations. What are these unrealistic expectations? For example, you went to a meeting or an event. You may feel like everything should go perfectly at this event. That's the wrong idea. After all, you're a human being. Your social anxiety increases when you cannot meet such unreal expectations. You have no obligation to be interesting at all moments, to speak in every moment of silence. Business dinners, first dates, appointments are like a nightmare for those with social anxiety. This is normal. When things get weird, don't get so carried away and panic. Perhaps the fact that you are silent and not stressed in a quiet environment will help you reach the situation that makes you feel comfortable. Number 5. What could be the worst? This question will be of great need when you understand you cannot control your anxiety. Your anxiety takes over when you can't predict what's going to happen. This will cause you to panic. The right thing to do in these situations is to ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? In this way, you make progress in controlling your anxiety. What could really be the worst? Would it wear you out so much if no one laughed at the joke you made at a business dinner? Or when you open up to your loved one, you get the answer no? What would you do in front of something like this at that point? These things, of course, are uncomfortable moments. So whether you have social anxiety or not, you'll be upset if someone rejects you or your joke isn't funny. But at most, you will feel bad for a few minutes, a few hours, or a few days. It's not the end of the world for you to go through this. Moments like this can happen to a person at any time, and they do already happen. Even as you watch this video, thousands of people around the world face difficult and uncomfortable situations. If the situation isn't what you can save, you can call your psychologist or your favorite friend. At the end of it all, these moments will take their place in your life as funny memories that you just laugh through. Number 6. Bad feelings come and go. Nothing lasts forever. Even the universe we live in will die one day. When you think, why would you carry these distresses and troubles with you until you die? You're having a horrible time at an event, for example. Whatever the situation, your feelings and thoughts are temporary. You won't feel you did at this event forever. To destroy bad feelings, you also need to purify your mind from negative thoughts. If the thought of, "What if I do wrong?" in your mind turns around, the feeling of anxiety and panic makes you worse than it is. Push yourself into rational thoughts at moments like this. Trying to get away from negative thoughts will help you calm down. Number 7. Look at anxiety from different perspectives. Don't let your anxiety spread by producing scenarios that won't be in your head. Always remind yourself that there is nothing wrong with having social anxiety and that it's not your fault. It's nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, having social anxiety is about caring too much about other people's opinions, wanting to feel you belong somewhere. So you're not a sociopath, not even a sociopath, but you're not the only phobic person in the world. So you're not alone on this road. Many people feel nervous with social events, job interviews, private appointments, or, if not all of them, many people have felt these feelings at least once. Even because of this information, you can understand you are not alone. The appearance of a person from the outside reflects what is inside rarely. Someone who comes to you cold and quiet may be living social anxiety at the top. Number 8. Do breathing exercises. If you're feeling the effects of social phobia, you should apply the easiest methods that will allow you to calm down without panic. Breathing exercises is one of them. Breathe deeply and in a controlled way. In this way, your nerves will calm down, you will relax, and you will not have any focus problems. When you're interacting with other people, breathing exercises before communicating will relax and relieve you. Number 9. Do not focus your attention on yours. Your attention shouldn't get caught up in what you look like, how others perceive you, whether what's being talked about around you is about you. This can be tiring. At times like this, you need to take your attention away from yourself. You can turn to the good things that are around you. That way you'll be relieved and understand the people you're facing a lot better. Number 10. Get psychological support against social anxiety. Today, speech therapies and cognitive behavioral therapy methods have become one of the most important treatment methods to overcome anxiety and problems related to anxiety. Online psychological support allows you to meet with a psychologist who specializes in social anxiety without even having to leave your home. Getting psychological support is not a sign of weakness. If you're a brave person who has taken steps to solve your problems, you can get psychological support. In these environments, you can express yourself more comfortably by communicating with people who experience similar fears as you. Joining a therapy group where information and experiences related to social anxiety are shared will also allow you to look at your experiences from a fresh perspective. It is difficult to say for sure what causes social anxiety. It is known that genetic factors influence the formation of discomfort. Research has shown that there is a high chance that someone with social anxiety and individuals within the family will experience this disorder. Social anxiety usually occurs when you are the center of attention of people, when you are introduced to others in a crowded environment, when you are mentioned in that environment, when the eyes are on you when you are doing things, or when you are criticized. If you have social anxiety, you do not need to be afraid. After taking the precautions, it becomes quite easy to get rid of this discomfort. Today, medication or psychotherapy is also one of your important helpers in the fight against social anxiety. Do you have social anxiety? Waiting for your comments. Thanks for watching Social Town. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe and bell buttons and share it with your friends. This will encourage us to create new videos for you.